Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moon Directed, where we work with energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Today, we're going to talk about that energy of what's going on in your fifth house of fun, romance, and creativity. Well, the sun is in the sign of Pisces. So the sun in Pisces is really interesting this time because there's a lot of planets starting to pile up in Pisces. We already have Neptune that rules it in Pisces, and Venus is getting into Pisces, and Venus will actually be conjunct with Neptune about 4 degrees away from that new moon that is happening on the 13th of March. So this is an opportunity to plant the seeds of intention about what it is that you want to bring in. That would be that big dream, that lovely dream. That's what it feels like. It feels like a lovely dream that you really want, that maybe you're a little afraid to wish for, that you're maybe a little afraid to hope for. So that is going on this month. Then also there is a full moon that is happening around 7 degrees of Virgo. And that full moon around 7 degrees of Virgo is an opportunity to release and let go of, and to anything that keeps you from feeling organized and under control. And health really has to do a lot with health. So health habits are going to really come up a lot this year in general. But I think that this full moon is an opportunity to create some new opportunities for you. Well, Scorpio, I was really not excited to see this. Okay, so before I turned on the camera, I'm super tired today. I did all those videos yesterday, and so I couldn't get into everybody's energy like I usually like to. So I'm using the Oracle of the Mermaids to help me. And you have 3 cards that came out. You have Beauty, and Beauty is about seeing the beauty of who you are. And I don't mean the exterior. This is about being able to see your inner beauty. This is that part where Scorpio has to find the beauty in the shadow and the light of themselves and integrate them. And then you have reflections. And reflections is about spending time in meditation and contemplation, because what you think about, you manifest, you bring about. And divination. Again, this is about using your super psychic power that you have. And so a couple of things. One is, I want to say, have compassion for yourself. Find the beauty in who you are, and reflect on how you want to make changes, because your overall energy is, you have the 5 of Cups. So let's get into it. If you are still here, thank you for sticking around, because this sounds kind of difficult. All right, so if you've never been here before, we're going to cover thoughts, feelings, actions, past, present, and future, the overall energy of this 5 of Cups. And I feel like there's a lot of sadness. It's called sadness, not regret, which is interesting. So there's a lot of sadness, and these are not spilled. They are in the upright position. And there's a dolphin in the background, and the dolphin is about trying to have fun. And I feel like this could be not necessarily because of some kind of a breakup, although for some of you it could be that, and it could be the loss of a friendship or a loss of a loved one. It could be something like that, but I feel like it could also be just a general overall, it feels like this thin veil of depressive kind of energy. Like things I just want to sigh. That's what I'm feeling like, this need to just be sighing. And so I really want you to start to reflect on what brings you happiness, what brings you joy, and figure out what is that grand wish, that grand dream that you want to make a wish on with that new moon that's coming up, and kind of future focus on that. So the overall energy is in the heart space is trying to create happiness. So yeah, that's what it feels like. It just feels like there's this, wow. It just feels like you are working your way up out of, and it's not, doesn't feel super oppressive. It feels, so I have seasonal affect disorder, so I get a little melancholy this time of year. and it's something I have to work on. And so I have a lot of techniques that I use to manage that, and it's gotten better through the years, but it kind of has that feeling of it's not really anything wrong, it just doesn't feel like anything's right. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling here. And so this is the time when you start looking at yourself and you looking at your life. What are the beautiful things in your life? What are counting the blessings? This is what it feels like. Is this beauty card really feels to me more like counting the blessings in your life so that you can multiply the feelings of joy and happiness that you have. And reflecting, this card is about pulling your energy in and really just taking some time to think about what is important to you. But this card is about speaking with your higher self and speaking with your spirit guide team to really feel into the energy to know what to do next. And so, allowing yourself to create more happiness. And literally, I mean create. Okay, in the recent past, King of Pentacles. It says trust. And this is in the area of things you've been concerned about, that you've been thinking about, that you're not sure about. And so I feel like, he's staring there, and it's either he doesn't trust whether or not his finances are going to be there, or he doesn't trust whether or not this situation is good, or this relationship, this thing of value, right? It doesn't really have to be about money. It could be anything, a job. Is this job worth it? Is this relationship worth it? Is this place where I'm at worth it? Is this thing that I thought was so valuable, is it really still a value? And so there's this trying to discern whether or not it is. Okay, here we go. 3 of Swords. Of course. We have heartache. So what is transforming this situation is getting over a loss. Okay, now heartache, again, it doesn't necessarily mean a love relationship, but I got to tell you, it's feeling a little bit like that here. 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups. I mean, kind of hard not to think that. Okay, so recovering from a loss of a relationship, or the hope of a relationship, or if you have a loved one that's passed away, that would create heartache. Maybe you had to take a job transfer and you had to leave all your friends behind. That can create a heartache. In the future, you have your vision. So that's nice. Focusing future focus. Where do you want to go from here? What do you want to create from here? What are your options? Where do you go? In the recent past, in the area of anxiety, you have the 10 of Cups, and that's actually called completion. So you've been anxious about something's nibbled away at your sense of completing a cycle, an emotional cycle. Oh, okay. Never heard it put to me that way before. It is, so this is the house of anxieties, doubts. It's the mice, little things nibbling away at, making you feel like you're emotionally complete. But in your heart space, there's happiness. Well, this is nice. I think you're making your way forward here, because here we have passion. The Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands could absolutely be a fire sign person, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Like I said, my brain's not working today. But when it's in the heart space like that, and it's called passion, I think this is about you finding your passion for something interesting. Look what's really interesting is here we have a seahorse and 2 wands. And here, there's the seahorse, but she's only holding one of the wands. It's like choosing which one of these projects, relationships, options, job, career, whatever, picking the one that you're passionate about. What in your heart space feels right? What makes you feel happy? What feels like you could find emotional completion? That's what that feels more like. In the recent past, you have the 8 of Swords as the blockage. Feeling like you were stuck in a situation and you trying to think your way out of it instead of feel your way out of it, instead of using your intuition. Scorpio's intuition is very strong, and being a water sign, being really in touch with your emotions when you're making your decisions will generally leave you in a much better position than working through all of the different options from an intellectual vantage point. Because in the end, what ends up feeling right is what's going to feel right in your heart space. And there is nothing wrong with gathering information and facts and using that to lay that all out on the table, and then you look at it and you go, okay, these are all the options and this is the information about them, but which one feels right? And sometimes what looks good on paper is not what is actually in your heart space feels right. And so now we have balance, the Justice card. Whatever the situation is, I feel like you're moving through this energy. It feels more like you're moving through. Let's just see what the outcome card is. Yeah, look at this. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is kindness. This is more of an emotional. So up here we have the King, and here we have the Queen. And that is a couple. So for some of you, there's a breakup. We have the King and the Queen, and we have the Justice. For some of you, it is the balance between the energies of giving and receiving. The Queen of Pentacles knows how to nurture, how to give kindness, how to grow things. And they both grow things, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. But the Queen does it through giving from the heart space, and the King does it through, powering through the yang energy, hustle, hustle, hustle. And this is more about allowing the abundance of the universe to come to you. And so maybe by taking a step back and using your intuition, this is the feminine energy seems to be winning the day here. But no matter what, finishing out with kindness as your outcome card after sadness. Yeah, passion, kindness, and vision. I feel like by the time you get through this season of Pisces, you're going to be feeling much better about your current situation. But I think there's a need to release and let go of some kind of a situation and find the happiness from within. Okay, so you have set your sights higher and blessed change. So definitely things are changing. A major life change brings great blessings, and we have set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. Ooh, I love that. Don't settle. Expect more. What you thought was maybe emotionally complete didn't maybe, oh gosh. You're trying to get the 10 of Cups and you only had 5. Like, don't settle for 5. Go for the 10, right? All right, move forward. Move forward, and we have love. Oh, in the heart space, you have move forward and you have love. I feel like there's something or someone you're very passionate about. And if you start moving in that direction, Scorpio, you're going to feel pretty good about things. I think that what you're going to get in return is going to be a lot of kindness, which makes you feel that song. What is that song? Oh, cherished is the word. I don't know who sings that. It'll make you feel cherished. Make you feel like somebody legitimately cares about you and not just what you can do for them. We're going to take those 2 cards. I just want to see if there's another one here, but not a whole book. Okay, so you have take note. This is this divination thing here. It says take note. Your answers are being given to you, quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. So this is that reflection. This is that divination. This is listening to yourself to know what to do, to move forward. You have diving to new depth. There is a deeper meaning to what is happening. You might be looking at it from the surface and missing what is really going on. Take a moment to pause and breathe. Allow yourself to dive deeper into what you are feeling about your current situation. That is about how to find the balance too. And you have facing your fears. That was that 8 of Swords. Looking for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe. Divination and reflection. They really want you to talk to them. Strengthen your connections to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in knowing of who you are. I mean, and this could, well, it's not a water sign, but it still could be you. We carry the energy of many things inside of us. We are not all just one sign, right? So, all right, I want to get you a last piece of advice here. Honestly, this looks really good, Scorpio. I think you're moving through some energy, and I think maybe it felt really difficult, and I feel like because it feels like a thin veil of sadness, which means it's lifting, that it's not so oppressive that you can't breathe. You have empathy. There is more beneath the surface. Diving to new depths. There's a deeper meaning to what is happening. Part of this reflection process could be thinking about what is happening to you and how you feel, and what is a lesson to be learned for that. So maybe this is something that allows you to be more empathetic when dealing with others moving forward, when you consider how things are for you. But there's definitely moving forward going on here. So striding forward, and that's King Neptune, right? And Venus is the planet of love. And they are going to be in conjunction at that new moon. So, I mean, that's pretty powerful duo to show up in the heart space. I really think this new moon is going to be a big change agent for you in your life. So, that's exciting. All right, I will be back here on Monday with the moon astrology and a lot more energy. I cannot wake up today. It is almost 5 o'clock and I am not even awake yet. This is terrible. All right, I will see you guys soon. You guys take care and move yourself forward. Looks good. Looks real good.